Hello friends, welcome back to MS Technologies. Today in this video I am going to show how to apply JavaScript for add to cart functionality in our eCommerce website. For this, first let me start the server once. Python manage.py run server. Now if you click on that any button, add to cart button, we'll see what result we will get. See, this functionality is not working. Add to cart functionality is not working it here. So now what we have to do? Here we have to write some JavaScript and jQuery related code. Here we have to write JavaScript and jQuery code. Then only we can able to add the items to cart. So now let me inspect and we'll check once here. Go to console it here. Here just I'm going to take local storage dot set item. Here I'm going to take like online shopping. Like this I'm taking it here. Here what we are doing, here we are storing one item inside my local storage. Here inside local storage we are storing the item set here. So from that local storage, all the items will be added to the cart here. So now here I want to check. I want to get the item from local storage. How to get local storage dot get item. Get item of key we have to give it here. What is key? Online is the key at here. So now here what you will get, shopping is the value you will get like this. Same, we have to add these items to cart also from here. So now, so directly I will go to the application and there we'll see. So here, first I'll go to the base.html file. Here I will take one block it here. Here I will take one block, JavaScript block I will take it here. Percentage block JS block I'm taking it here. Next here I will take percentage end block. Save this one. Go to home.html file. Here I want to fill that block. Where we have to fill that block it here. Here where we have to fill that block. Here after end block. Anywhere you can take it here. Here I'm taking that block. Percentage block JS. Here percentage end block. So inside this what we have to write. Now we have to fill this block. What we have to write. Just I will check my JavaScript is working properly or not. So how we can able to check here, just I am going to write console log. Console log. If you want to print anything on console, by using this console log we can able to print. Console log. Here what I will take, here just I will take one message like e-shopping, like this I'm taking it here. E-shopping I'm taking it here. Save this one. Now go to browser, refresh the screen. Here what we are getting, 1 minute. Okay, here just ends with semicolon. Now refresh the screen. Here no message it is showing. Console.log. Okay, here what we have to do, we have to take one script. Inside script we have to take script. I am taking inside the script we have to take this console log. Save this one. Now test once again what we are getting on console. Refresh. So now see here e-shopping we are getting. E-shopping we are getting same. So JavaScript is working fine. So next what I am going to do. So now go to home.html page. Here what I am taking it here is, here I am going to write one if condition like this. If local storage dot get item, inside local storage whatever the items are there, I want to get those items at here. So how to get that? Local storage dot get item, get item of cart. If any carts are there, if any cart is there inside that local storage, I want to get that item. Suppose if local storage get item cart equal to null, means there is no items inside the local storage, then what we have to do? Then what we have to do it here? Here just simply here I'm going to take one empty dictionary kind of thing it here. So how to take where here I will take like uh, cart is equal to like this. I'm taking it here empty I'm taking it here. So now here what I'm going to do, else part I'm going to write. So else part what means what? Inside local storage some cart is there, inside local storage cart is there. Then what we have to do, we have to read that cart, we have to read that cart inside local storage. If a cart is not available, then we have to take this empty dictionary like this. Suppose inside local storage if we have any cart, then what we have to do here, we have to read that cart. So how to read that cart? Json dot parse, we have to read that. So that's why here I'm using parsing. Json dot parse. Here local storage dot get item I'm taking. What item? Some cart is there, that cart I am parsing it here, right? So next what we have to do, up to here we'll check once, is there any errors are working fine. Refresh the screen once, refresh the screen. Okay, no errors up to here. Okay, so next what I'm going to do, here I'm going to write one, here I'm going to write one JavaScript function, jQuery I will write it here. Here I will write one jQuery. How to write that jQuery? See here, dollar I will take like this. What you will take? Dot cart, right? So dot click I'm taking like this. Function one function I'm writing like this it here. Function I'm writing like this it here. So now here inside this function what you want to write? Here inside this function just I will write one log, console log I will put inside this function. What you will write it here? Here I will write like console dot log. Here what I am going to do, action performed, click action like this I'm taking it here. Now next what we have to do, here click action performed yet here. Now here just I will take like this. Up to here once up to here just will check once. Up to here just will check once. Is there any issues? Is there any issues? Up to here check once. Now here if you click on this, what you are getting? Nothing we are getting it here. Okay. Okay, then what we have to do? Here we have to do one thing. Here we have to do one thing. What we have to do it here? See here, wherever button is there, wherever button is there. See here, go up here. Wherever we have add to cart button, wherever we have add to cart button, here what we have to do? Here we have to take button. Button we have to take it here. Here also button we have to take like this, right? Copy this one here and here, just we have to add cart. We have to add cart. Copy this one, right? Wherever we have button, right, replace this one. Here we have one more thing. Here also we have to replace this one like this. Right. Now save this one, save this one. So now test once again, refresh the browser. Okay, so now just click, see, click action. Here we are getting click action. Click on this. Here also we are getting click action. Click on this, click action. 3 times we clicked. 3 times we performed the action. Next here, if you click on this, here click action 4 times, 4 times. So now here click action 5 times. Now here click action 6 times. Now here click action, click action, click action, click action. Like this, that button is working. Click action is performing it here. So now next what I am going to do it here. Here simple. So now let me go to the code. Here what we have to write. Here I want to take ID it here. Here what I want to take ID. ID we have to take it here. How to take this ID? Here I will take ID. ID is equal to here I am taking prod here I will take like this one. I am taking it here as it is. I will take this one, copy it here. Here what we have to take? ID we have to take like this. ID we have to take. Come down at here. Here also ID we have to take. ID is equal to here what we have to take? Product. Here what we have to take this one, take this, just here we have to replace this one with ID. I want to get ID. Whenever we performed action on any product, any item, I want to get that item corresponding ID, that product corresponding ID I want to get. For that here, whenever you perform action, add to cart, if you click on that add to cart, I want to get this ID. I want to get this ID. That's why here I'm taking ID. Save this one. So now here, what we have to do? Now here, what we have to do? Here, what I am going to take it here. Here just I will take like this. Here after this here I will take like I will take one variable like variable ID equal to variable ID equal to, we have to take that ID in the form of string. In the form of string we have to store that ID. How we will take here? ID is equal to, I will take in the form of string means this dot ID dot to string we have to take. To string we have to take like this, right? So next here what we have to do? I'm going to print that ID console.log. I want to print that ID here. Okay. So next what we have to do? So next here I'm going to write one condition at here. What condition you are writing it here? Up to here just to check once. Up to here just check once. Refresh the screen. Now here if you click on this, okay, here we are getting ID prod 8 item 8 we are getting. Now if you click on this, click action prod 12. So now here if you click on this, you are getting prod 10. Now here if you click on this, here you are getting prod 14. If you click on this, you will get prod 15. See here IDs we are getting or not? 8, 12, 10, 14, 15. Right? On which item you are clicking, corresponding ID also you are getting it here. Corresponding IDs also we are getting it here. So now what we have to do? Here up to here good. Up to here no issues. Now what we have to do here? Here I'm going to write one condition. If cart cart of id, if cart of id not equal to undefined means in javascript undefined means what? Not identified, not available. Here cart id not equal to undefined. Not equal to undefined means what? Some id is there. Some not equal to undefined means some id is there. Then what we have to do? Here we have to increase that one. Means what? Some item is there inside the cart. Here if cart of id not equal to undefined means what? Inside cart this some item is there, some item is there. So still again you are clicking, then what we have to do? Here we have to increase that count. Here we have to increase that count. How to increase that count? Here I will take like this. Here I will take like this. Cart of id, cart of id is equal to cart of id plus 1. Plus 1 I'm taking like this. I'm increasing. Right? Already one item is there. Again you clicked on that. How many quantity we are checking it here? Suppose if you have two quantity, three quantity means what you will do? Three times you will click. At the time automatically the quantity will be increased. Quantity will be increased. Here also suppose on same item if I click on multiple times, those many number of times, that item will be added to the cart. So here, that's why here I'm increasing the count at here. Cart ID 1, 1, 2, 3 like that. I'm increasing that value at here. So next what I'm going to do? Here in else part I'm writing like else, else. Here what you will write in else part? Suppose if there is no items inside the cart. If there is no item inside the cart, then what we have to do? Here cart of id is equal to 1. That is the first time. First time only. Cart of id, cart of id equal to 1 we have to take. This cart of id 1 we have to take. So now next what we have to do? Up to here we'll check once. Up to here how it will work we'll see. How it will work we'll see. Okay. Right. Now here what I am doing, observe carefully. Here add to cart. At here prod 10. Prod 10. Again I am clicking on that prod 10. Again I am clicking on the prod 10. Again I am clicking on that prod 10 like that. So now here next item. Next item add to cart. See prod 14. 1 minute. Go to code it here. Okay. Here just a minute. Here I will console dot log of cart. Save this one. Now I want to print that one. Okay, refresh this. Now add to cart. Here what we are getting? Prod 8. Prod 8. So now again click on this add to cart. Here prod 12. Prod 12. See, here you can able to see. Here you can able to see. Next here if you click on this item only again. See, here one more time you are clicking. One more time you are clicking at here. So in this case what it will happen? Prod 12. Here you can able to see. Prod 12. This item you selected 4 times. You selected 4 times. Quantity means you required 4 quantity, 4 pieces you require this item. So that's why here you click 4 times. Inside cart also 4 times I want to add that one. So now here, see here if you click on this, what it will happen? See here one more new item you selected it here. Again you are clicking on that. So again you are clicking on that. See prod 10, 10 is increasing like this. 9, 10 like that. See here, right? Prod 10 you selected 10 times means 10 quantity you require that item. So like that, how many number of times you are performing a click action, those many number of times the count value also will be increased inside the cart. Increased inside the cart. So now what we have to do? Now refresh this one, refresh this one, refresh it here. So now what we have to do, I want to add this one. I want to add this one to local storage. I want to add this one to local storage at here. See what we are doing. Already some items are there inside that cart. Already some items are there. This prod 10 5 times, prod 13 one time, prod 15 one time, prod 8 one time. Already items are there. So if you click any other things, those items also will be added to the cart. Those items also will be added to the cart. Now I want to set this information, this cart information inside my local storage. Inside my local storage, I want to set. How we can able to set that with it here. After this line, just we have to take like local storage dot set item cart we have to store cart comma JSON dot stringify we have to take stringify we have to take to add the cart here. Like this we have to take. Right, save this one. Check once again. Refresh the screen. Here, added, here, added, here, added. Which item we are selecting? See here, 4, 5, product 8. Product 8 we are clicking multiple times. See here, product 8 6 times. Before that 5 times. Before that 4 times. Before that 3 times. Before that 2 times. So now, right, like this, you can able to add any number of items to the cart like this. Clear? So now, refresh the screen once, and here just I will check once. Here just I will write like local storage dot get item. Here what I will take? Here I will take cart. I'm taking like this it here. Now we'll see what you will get. See, so these many number of items are added inside the cart. Here a local storage dot get item cart. Right, inside the cart what we have. Right, I'm checking inside my local storage. Now here see, you can check it here. So total these many number of items are available inside the cart. Here you can check that. See, prod 10 5 times, prod 13 one time, prod 15 one time, prod etc. etc. These many items are added to the cart. Right. So just here, I'm applying the logic at here. Now I will change this entire code. So here, whatever the code I'm writing, right, this entire just a logic I'm writing it here. Again, I will change this code here. This console.log, all these things I will remove. Not required all the things. I will remove and I will write some proper functionality at here. Just this is the logic. Whenever you click on that add cart button, right, corresponding ID, that item ID should be stored inside that local storage. Local storage, we have to store that. Right. So based on that, from the local storage, those items will be added to the cart. Right. Here, whenever we click on that add to cart, so those items should be added to the cart. While adding to the cart inside local storage, we have to maintain that information also. But which item you added to the cart, that information we have to maintain inside the local storage like this. Right. So I will remove this entire code and I will write proper logic. Here just a logic. If you click on that add to cart, what functionality it will perform, what it will happen if you click on that add to cart. So to show that one only, I wrote the logic at here. I will change this one and I will write proper code, working functionality. I will write it here. Clear? This is the logic. Right here, what we did at here inside base.html. Here I took one block, JavaScript block, JS block I took it here. Next inside home.html file, here I filled that block it here. Block JS here, just a script I took inside the script tag, just console.log. My JavaScript is working properly or not. To check right here, I took this console.log. After that, what I'm doing inside that local storage, if any items is there or not, I'm checking. Here, if there is no items inside the cart, just I am taking it here, empty dictionary kind of thing. Suppose if any items are there inside the cart, here I am reading that item. I'm reading that item at here. So next here, what I am doing? If you click on that add to cart button, what it will happen? See here, I'm writing that functionality. Now if you click on that, just here I am printing a click action like that. Right here, what it will happen here? I'm taking one ID. Whenever you click on that button, corresponding product ID should we have to take inside this ID field. ID field. Here what we did it here just here I'm taking that id inside this variable. Whenever you click on that any product corresponding id I'm taking inside this id variable. Next here what I'm doing, I'm checking inside the cart, inside the cart, right? Whatever the product item, whatever the item you are clicking, right, that item, corresponding item already available inside the cart or not, I'm checking. If that item is already available inside the cart, then what we have to do, the count value will be increased. Multiple times you are performing click, you are performing click action on same product means what, multiple times we have to add that item to the cart. So here suppose if for any single product, right, if any product, if on any product if you click on that add to cart button 10 times, 10 times we have to add that item to the cart. Here also same thing we are doing it here. Cart of id is equal to cart of id plus 1. Those many number of times we have to add to the cart. Suppose, but you are clicking first time, you are clicking first time, then we have to take cart of id equal to 1, we have to take it here. So next here what we are doing, that complete cart information whatever we have, that information I'm storing inside a local storage area. Local storage I'm storing inside that. Right. Next, if you want to get from local storage that get item of cart, it will return the complete cart information. Inside the cart, what products are there? Complete information it will return. What function we have to use? Get the item function we have to use. Clear? I hope you guys are enjoyed this video. If you guys are enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.